The AFC East champion Buffalo Bills, followed by an NFC West tilt between the Rams and the NFC West champion Seahawks, and then Tom Brady in a uniform other than New England's, taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers into Washington, D.C. These are our 6 reporters stationed at each and every single one of the wild card games to cap off a 2020 football season like no other. As we have turned the calendar to 2021, it is time for the playoffs. Welcome to NFL Game Day Morning, presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. I am your humble host, Rich Eisen. That is Steve Mariucci in the middle of the set. That is Michael Irvin, my Pro Football Hall of Famer, at the end. And Kurt Warner, feeling as well as he possibly can. Good to see you, Kurt Warner, and I hope everything is well with you, sir.
Thanks, buddy. Good to see you. Wish I was there in person, but I'm doing well and looking forward to being back next week.
We will get to that next week for sure, but we obviously have 4 hours today and 4 hours tomorrow, and also a celebration.
Yeah?
It took 17 weeks. I'm not talking about completing a National Football League regular season. It took 17 NFL Game Day mornings for somebody to get a bold prediction correct, and we not only got one, but two.
Right, we doubled that.
Guess who has record?
Oh, gosh.
Kurt Warner. Smash your record. Deshaun Watson will throw for 4+ touchdowns, perfect passer rating.
I'm going to say they'll have 14 touchdown passes through his first 3 weeks.
The Super Bowl 54 champs will win by 54 points.
This weekend, we will have 100 offensive touchdowns scored.
In this game, we will have more turnovers than touchdowns.
Justin Jefferson breaking the all-time rookie record.
Jefferson with the records. Vikings rookie receiving record for yards.
Derrick Henry gets 2,000 plus the record in Tennessee.
2,000 history for the King.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
We might have been close sometimes.
By the way, Irv, if there was an overtime in that game between Tennessee and Houston, Derrick Henry might have gotten 300 yards. He might have had the single game rushing record and the single season rushing record in the same game, which would have been even more bold than your bold prediction. But at least we got some right. And that's a great way to kick off.
Why couldn't they just say that we got it right and just put, why we had to get all them bam, 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 bam? It's like you can't just give love without doing that. You know?
It's about lending perspective to the love, Michael. That's basically what
Lending perspective.
It is wild card weekend, super wild card weekend. The storyline, Steve Mariucci, go for it.
Well, Rich, George Bernard Shaw.
Oh, my gosh, wow.
We don't stop playing because we grow old, Irv. We grow old because we stop playing.
Oh, who said that, Coach?
George Bernard Shaw, you know that.
That's a good one, Coach.
So here's the deal. This
like
weekend, people, 6, count them, 6 quarterbacks, 36 and older, starting with Tom Brady at 43 and Breeze at 40 and Ben and Phillip Rivers and Aaron Rodgers and Alex Smith will start in the playoffs. The last time that has ever happened was in 1998, and I was coaching. Steve Young, Dan Marino, Elway, and Doug Flutie played. There were only 4. That's the oldest bunch that we ever had. This is 6. And I want all the fans that are watching these games this weekend just to understand that since 2000, 52% of our playoff games included this new Brady 6. All right? So watch with some enjoyment because some of these guys might not be back next year. We don't know. Right. And we want to thank them for their service in their career, their great careers. And today they're going to showcase their skills as leaders and see if they can advance their teams. Congratulations, guys. You've been awesome.
I like that, Coach.
No doubt about it, Coach. I am so excited to watch those guys play. We've loved watching those guys for so long. I hope this isn't the end for any of them. But let's enjoy this ride with them. And I'm going to look on the other side, Coach. We've also got the possibility of 6 young quarterbacks that are looking to be a part of their first playoff win. Of course, we've got Josh Allen, which everybody expects to get a win. Mitch Trubisky found his way into the playoffs. We got 2 young guys, backup quarterbacks, in Taylor Heineke and John Wolford, that may end up taking over their teams and have to lead them to a win. And then we've got that guy, Baker Mayfield, without his head coach and play caller. What is that going to look like? And then maybe the biggest storyline is about Lamar Jackson and the fact that he's 0-2 in the playoffs and he's won an MVP. but everybody wants to know if he can change that narrative. Will that happen this weekend?
And I love this, E. We're talking about things that really is built up all year. And it's come to these moments. Coach, I love that we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. We stop. George Bernard Shaw, I love those moments.
Thank you.
Now, this playoff football is about our memorable moments that are marked in time. I watch sitting around, I watch Beastquake. You saw that.
It's a 10-year anniversary.
How many times? Right, they're showing that. Like, woo, and then, they show Broadway Joe talking about we will win. And these are all playoff moments. You can mark these moments, memorable moments. There's a young hunter down in Washington, a young hunter. He's a hunter. He's young, and he says he wants to chase down this old man, Coach, that you talked about playing. He's not going to stop playing because he'll grow old. That's when he will never stop playing. But Chase is going to try to chase him out the league this day. You see what I'm saying? He's trying to chase him out the league. And I love that the young man called him out. I really do. I love that he said, hey, we're coming for you. Nobody's giving them much of a chance. But with that front that they have, all those first rounders, Chase Young calling out Tom Brady, he's a coming.
Yeah, and of the older quarterbacks that you mentioned to kick it off, and then Kurt mentioned the younger quarterbacks, 3 of them, the 6 quarterbacks who are younger, from the 2018 draft class. Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, and, of course, Lamar Jackson. So you've got the young, you've got the old, and you've got now the newfangled concept of 7 seeds, as well as the concept of a super wild card weekend. We've got 6 reporters, 1 at each site. James Palmer first up at FedEx Field. James.
Well, thanks, Rich. Nobody wants to face Tom Brady in the playoffs with a backup quarterback, but the Washington football team might have to do that with Taylor Heineke if Alex Smith can't go or is limited. But the players I've talked to believe it's not a backup situation. He has prepared all week as the starter and taken the bulk of the reps with the first team. Now let's go to Kim Jones in Orchard Park.
Thanks so much, James. You know, the Colts likely want to control tempo today against these Bills, and they can do that perhaps with rookie running back Jonathan Taylor. You'll recall he had 253 rushing yards last week in Jacksonville. Now, as for let's send it over to Omar Ruiz in Seattle.
Hi, Kim. One of the factors that'll go into Sean McVay's decision today on whether to start Jared Goff, who had thumb surgery last week, or his backup, John Wolford, will be conditions here in Seattle. Temperatures expected to be in the 40s throughout the game. No rain in the forecast. So for this time of year here, ideal conditions for a quarterback to handle the football. For more now in Pittsburgh, let's send it over to Aditi Kinkhabwala.
Omar, tomorrow against the Steelers, the Browns will be without their head coach and play caller. They'll be without their all-pro left guard. They may be without their all-pro right tackle and their star cornerback, and they only had 1 day of practice this week, all because of COVID. That is how they will march into the playoffs for the first time in 18 years. Now, good morning to Tom Pelissero, who's in Nashville.
Aditi, it's a matchup of the NFL's top 2 rushing offenses when Lamar Jackson and the Ravens visit Derrick Henry and the Titans. As Titans tight end Jonnu Smith said this week, it's going to be a fist fight. Dirty, grimy, not unlike the Titans' win over the Ravens last January, which left Lamar still looking for his first playoff win. Here's Stacey Dales in New Orleans.
Hey, Tom, the Saints got the best of the Bears back in the regular season in Week 8, and they come into this one almost 100% healthy. Wide receivers Michael Thomas, Deontay Harris, the return specialist, are back, and so is Alvin Kamara from COVID. He tweeted on Thursday, "See y'all Sunday." We'll see officially if he goes tomorrow. Biggest difference for the Saints preparing for Chicago, Mitch Trubisky in at quarterback, going to have to deal with